Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's the Bearded Kingdom back with another video. Today I am going to teach you how to get the Pokemon Rumble Weekend Edition. So the difference between the Pokemon Rumble we wear for Dolphin Emulator and the Weekend Edition. So the Pokemon Rumble has generations 1 and 4. So that is how they did it. And then the modder, I think it's Windy Prairie, I believe, was able to add generations 2 and 3 to the game. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do Pokemon Rumble Weekend Edition. It should bring you to this Project Pokemon forums. This will all be linked down below so you don't have to search all this. It'll bring you to this page. The only file you're going to need from here is the Weekend Edition 1.5 zip. So we're going to download the zip. And then the next thing we need to do is go and type in float or flips.exe. Again, be linked down below. Gamebrew.org, and we are going to click download here, and then it's going to bring up the file here. So now we are done. We can close this out. So the other thing you're going to need is the actual Pokemon Rumble ROM. I will not be posting in this video how to get it, but if you do go to the Discord down below, someone there can help you get the ROM. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go here and we are going to go see the Weekend Edition, and you will extract it. You can extract it to wherever you want to. I already have it distracted. I keep saying that. I have it extracted down here. So, or actually, I have it extracted somewhere else, but it's still around here somewhere. As well as you're gonna need the Pokemon ROM, which is normally gonna say USA WiiWare, and then you are going to need your float, which you'll extract this as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to open up the extracted floating GIFs, and you'll see this is still has a zip folder. That's fine. You can click into the zip folder and click into the application. You'll hit run. It's going to pop up a blue window. We're going to go ahead and hit more info and run anyways, and then you'll get this little guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit apply patch. Now the patch is the 1.5. So I'm going to go to the Weekend Edition 1.5, which is the one that I extracted. Go into it again. Do not worry about this one here. We're going to go ahead and use this top guy here. Double click on him. It's now asking to select the file to patch. So we're going to go back to wherever you have your ROM located. So I have it here. This is my original folder. So if you're like, why is he not clicking into that one? I already have save file here, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go into here. Now you're going to be like, whoa, where's my file at? Make sure you come down here and you select all files. And then your ROM will pop up right here, which is the WAD file. We're going to double click on that. And now it's going to ask, hey, where do you want me to put this new one with the 1.5? You can just put it in the same folder, hit save. It says the patch has been applied successfully. And then what we can do to confirm that it has is we can now go to where your ROM is. And you can now see that it's a WAD file. If for some reason you do this and it says it's like an SMC file, your best bet is to delete the ROM, delete the 1.5 edition, and re-download them. For some reason, sometimes it'll glitch out and it'll be an SMC file, and that will not be able to open. So now, super simple, super easy. To make sure you did it correctly, you're going to want to go into dolphin.exe. You're going to want to hit open, unless you already put it on the thing. You're going to want to click the file that it's in, and then we are now going to click the 1.5 BPS. And if everything worked correctly, we are going to come into here. And I don't have my GameCube controller plugged in. Let me get it plugged in real quick so it'll actually do what I need it to do. You can already tell from here, it says how to access GX rank, go to advanced rank S, and then go back a rank. Now, I do want to show a few things about this. So, interesting that it's still detecting my save file. Very interesting. So, that actually works for me then. So, but I actually want to open my actual one, not from the 0.1. So I'm going to actually open this guy here. Which makes sense. If the game is looking for a save file, it's going to find it under the same name. So you can see it says Pokemon Rumble Weekend Edition. That's how you know it's working. We're going to go ahead and hit continue. Now, what's going to happen, right, is if I'm in advanced, okay? So I'm going to go into advanced. And then I'm going to go up to the S rank here. And yes, you do have to play through the game to get here. So we are in S rank. So we want to get to the generation 2 and 3. So we are actually going to go down a rank, and you can see it says to the GX terminal. So now you can see if we go here, it says I have 6 of 53 that spawn here. So this are all Gen 3 and Gen 4 Pokemon. Now, if you want to get out of GX, we are going to actually have to go back to the title menu. That's the only way to get out of GX, and then when you go back in, it'll put you back at C rank. Now, another thing, you might get a little confused. Let's say you're in normal rank, right? And you're like, okay, I'm going to B, I'm going to A, if I can get in there because Deoxys is really fast. Going into S. And then you're like thinking, oh cool, I cheated the system. It says I can go to GX terminal. Well, guess what? You can go to GX terminal. And you're like, heck yeah, I did it. But then you see, if I go into here, the only Pokemon that's going to show up is the letter A unknown. No matter which one you go into, it's only going to be the letter A unknown. So don't freak out. Don't freak out if, you know, you are like, oh no, why am I only getting the letter A? You know, this is why. If you're lucky, you'll get one of the areas like that where the first floor has a lot of them, so you have a chance to get a shiny still. But yeah. So if you're ever in this situation, you're like, crap, I can't go back. Just remember, you need to go back to the title menu and it can put you back to where you were. And that's it. Now, the way to do... I'll go into normal real quick. If you're ever seeing how I do the multiplayer, so in the previous video I showed you how to set up the 4 controllers. So you're actually going to come down to multiplayer, and then you can have up to 4 players, and then I go down and I have them select the Deoxys. So I actually have 4 Deoxys, and if you want me to make a video on how to duplicate Pokemon in this game, I can do that for you. And then there you go. Now I'm actually controlling all 4 with 1 controller. So that is it. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. If you are stuck or anything like that, I will do my best to assist you. Just make sure to message me through Discord. And if you have any other questions, anything like that, go into Discord, ask me, and I'll be happy to help you. And as always, have a good rest of your day.